Hey everybody, it's Tripl-L, and now let's talk about Shokugeki no Soma chapter 282, and let's try and make this video one that does not get copyright struck by Shonen Jump. Yeah, okay, you guys all know my general feeling about this, but I read your comments and it's like, man, you guys are all so chill. I'm gonna like match you guys too because you guys are having fun with it, so I'm gonna have fun. Well, you know, I'm still having fun with Soma, but I'm gonna match your guys' pace because it was cool to just see how chill all of you are. It's a reminder. Back when I was just a reader, I probably would have been fine with this, but now that I gotta kind of talk my feelings out on a video, it's kind of different. You kind of start thinking about things differently. That said, I am going to keep up my Yu-Gi-Oh! Shenanigans because this chapter ends with the quotation from Manga Stream being, "The days to come would be filled with the fiercest, most brutal fights he has ever seen." And then you even have a clown-looking guy at the end, and the thing, it's a battle royale with the vile villain chefs of the dark begins now. Okay, no, a battle royale with the vile villain chefs of the dark begins now. Okay, sorry, that threw me off a bit. Anyway, like, come on, man. It's cooking, right? It's when you see little moments like this that you like, what is the fiercest thing that someone can do while they're cooking? They add a seasoning and maybe they added too much nutmeg or something. Maybe that's it. Like, I don't know, man. That's one. It's funny. It's funny when you consider the line, the fiercest, most brutal fights. Like, not really. Unless they bring in the shock collars. If they bring in the Yu-Gi-Oh style shock collars, then we're talking. Man, if Chainsaw Girl goes off and just cuts someone's hand off just to say like, oh, you can't cook without a hand, and be like, tehe, and it's be like, okay, yeah, that'd be pretty brutal. There needs to be bloodshed to be able to put in the line fiercest brutal fights. Unless another one of them is like some kind of weird crazy interrogator. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if the Escanor looking guy is a crazy weird interrogator. I mean, like, I'm expecting torture to happen while this is going on in an official sanctioned event. Okay, mini rant aside, yeah, no, man, you know, this chapter definitely touched at my heartstrings right at the beginning, because that first title page, if you look at the Soma in that title page, it was cute. If you looked at the title page, you would have seen Soma playing with a little playset or something, but if you look at that Soma, that's a Soma before he got the scar, and that's also Soma making his special place, that being Yukihira, with two little Lego figures of his father and his mother. Guys, this is the first time we've seen what the front of her hairstyle looks like in Shokugeki no Soma. Man, it was such a simple title page, but it made me really sad. And now I wonder if that scar across Soma's head is kind of tied to his mom leaving the picture, right? I wonder if this... Did we ever get a story of how he got that scar? I thought it was a cooking accident, but I don't remember now. Anyway, it's a really young Soma in that image, and that's just... It's so adorable, and just... It melted my heart. Oh my gosh. Anyway, moving on. This becomes the chapter where Soma's officially invited to the blue. So it's pretty much the one saying like, hey Soma, you're good enough to be going here. And it's setting things up for pretty much Soma versus everyone that matters. So it seems like this one's going to be the Soma versus Irina. Someone in the comments said like they're pretty much betting that Blue's going to end in Soma versus Irina. It's going to be Soma versus Asahi. And well, honestly, it has to be Soma versus Tsukasa. It has to be someone versus Rindo. Like, we're gonna have to get those storylines finished there because let's not forget, Tsukasa was still a factor, and Soma didn't really feel like he beat him. So overall, in terms of the setup for the blue, that's like whatever. We're continuing the same train as last time, not a big deal. I think this chapter did really well with the emotions though. We have Joichiro just talking about his thought process. We have Soma telling him like, no, Yukihira is the best place ever. And again, it's really heartwarming. It's really heartwarming that he still wants to go back to the place that he started in. And that's... You can't feel... It's hard to feel cynical about that particular part because that was really heartfelt. And man, like the author can still do character drama really well, and that felt really nice. There was one note that I had that was super ranty, and I forget. Oh no, how could I forget that? No, the one funny thing is that when Joichiro shows up, he tells everyone exactly that Suzuki is Asahi. Like, he just flat out there, and it makes you wonder, hey man, when you were talking to Dojima, why didn't you tell him, like, hey, watch out for this guy that looks like this and this? You know, why didn't you just give that warning? You know, you were talking to him. Why didn't you call it in and be like, hey, watch out for the guy that looks like this and this? I mean, yeah, you knew what he looked like enough to identify him right when they're talking with Soma. It's just people in this manga, like, let's not joke around. That was stupid, all right? People in this manga can sometimes be stupid, like. And this still leads me to believe that maybe Joichiro's just playing a massive mind game here, and he's really trying hard to get Soma and Erina together. Like, I wouldn't be surprised anymore if he just comes out at the end of this manga, is talking to Azami and is like, see, I told you they'd end up together. And it's like, yes, senpai, I knew I should have believed in you. I still wouldn't be surprised. Actually, I'm really into it. I'm really into it now if Saiba is the final boss. Actually, you know, Erina could be the final boss for the blue, but I really wouldn't be surprised if Joichiro is the final boss for Shokugeki no Soma in general. You know, to take over the mantle of the restaurant, he has to beat Joichiro. I wouldn't be surprised. That'd be super cool. That'd be totally cool. Anyway, it's nice to have these little Joichiro Soma moments. And speaking of Joichiro, before I forget, there was also a drawing error on Joichiro. There is one page where he doesn't show up with his little goatee combo. I just thought it was funny. It's specifically the page where he's saying, like, look how you turned out. If you look at his chin there, it's surprisingly clean. But that's just something that'll probably be fixed in the volume release. Honestly, aside from Joichiro like hyping up how much Soma has done and how amazing he is, the most valuable thing there is just Soma telling him, hey, I want to be in Yukihira, which leads to just, I guess, nice sentiments from Joichiro and maybe a small glimpse of where Soma's mother might be, that being in the sky. So overall, when you look at the chapter itself, it's a really feel-good chapter, and and all his friends were watching this conversation, but honestly, beyond that, there's nothing much there. It's just everyone's kind of updated with the current situation, except for where Erina is. They know who Asahi is. They know that Soma's going into the blue, and beyond that, it's just a feel-good chapter that's setting up the fact that Soma is going to be going into brutal shock collar, possible mutilation type fights in the future. And man, who knows how that's gonna go. The last thing that we can really talk about here, though, is the characters that showed up in that final shot, along with Soma, Erina, and Asahi. The ones that are the weirdest are obviously the weird psycho clown, and there was a guy in a hoodie. And there's a few people in the background that you really can't tell. A few of them look like they're legitimate chefs, though. I'm counting about 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 legitimate chefs, but the people in the forefront are definitely the dark chefs. Now, the big question I have is, who's going to go into the blue along with Soma? Erina, obviously. I feel like Ishiki has earned it, because if you think about it, Ishiki has a thriving business, if I recall. He has some pretty good setups, and he's from a prestigious family. I wouldn't be surprised if Ishiki got in. I think it's wrong that Soma hasn't had a straight up match with Ishiki, because I think that's someone that Soma should also be able to defeat. But we'll have to see. I would love, at these points, I would also love it if someone from the Elite 10 in Soma's generation, like the first years, or would also get in, like someone like Hayama or someone like Ryo. I want to believe that Takumi could also get in, but man, Takumi's just, he's not developed enough, and that makes me sad. But yeah, overall, this was Soma chapter 282. I'm just gonna go with it like you guys. You guys are so inspiring. But yeah, I'm excited. This whole thing with Soma's mom, though, I don't know when we're gonna get a full confirmation of who she was, because this chapter it makes you feel like it was going there, but then yeah, it doesn't go there. The only thing we got now is that we know what the front of her hairstyle looks like, thanks to a Lego person, which isn't great. Actually, no, it's bad. It's good. It's good. And we could have just gotten that shot with Joichiro looking into the sky. Anyway, guys, let me know what you thought of this chapter down below. And until next time, I hope you have an absolutely great day.